expect the unexpected, and King Volcanus has a friend with us today. Wen, please introduce.
James.
James.
James. And who is on your, is that Ziggy Stardust?
Yeah.
It is, see? It is. That's the connection. See, that's
Yeah.
what always happens. It's Labyrinth, though, right?
Yeah. Oh, my favorite movie.
It's,
I loved it.
It's the best movie. But it is Ziggy. It is Ziggy in the flesh on your shirt. So there you go. I love that. So James, who does your hair?
Me.
Really?
Me, yeah.
Have you always done your hair?
Always, since I was a little kid.
Me too. I do. That's awesome. So like, how often do you do it?
Sometimes if I don't shave it every couple of days, it gets really puffy. So I have to try and shave it as often as possible.
What colors have you had before? All the colors you rotate.
Or should we say, what colors hasn't he had?
Oh yes, better question. That's a better question.
There's less colors I haven't had.
That's what I
colors
figured.
I have had. So.
Right. So what color have you not had? Brown.
Brown. Actually, I was brown for 3 years. I was corporate for 3 years. You have to put on a corporate costume.
I know.
I love the phrase corporate costume.
Yeah, well, that's what it is, right? I never got away well with that.
No, well, that's why it only lasted 3 years.
I know.
Can't believe it lasted.
I would be wearing the same thing as the guy next to me, and I'd get sent home. What is that?
Yes, I know.
What is that? I know. I would be having to wear the same freaking thing, and they're like, why doesn't it look right on you?
Because it's not supposed to be on.
Exactly.
Okay?
So do you do hair on other people too?
Yeah, I do sometimes. It's not anything I do professionally. It's just something that I've always done.
And
my friends kind of pick up on it right away. I'm like, all right.
I'll do your hair. Yeah. So do you have like a vision, like whenever you do someone's hair, are they like, oh my God, I love it?
Yeah, and the other thing is, some people think that this certain style will look good on them, and I just think, you just look at them and you're like, no, doll, no. So
you have to just transform that and change that. Like, no, it's not working. This is how it's working.
And do they?
They always end up loving it.
Really? So what would you do on my hair?
Oh, sweetie. We could do a lot with it. Kind of on the spot. I have to really think about it.
All right, think while you're sitting here.
I did want to tell you though that I'm also a Gemini.
All right.
Saw you from across the room.
Interesting. When's your birthday?
June 3rd.
Me too. Shut up! Oh my God! 6'3".
Yeah, 3 years and yes.
Check it out.
Well, the
you know who has my birthdays, right?
Who?
Susie Quattro,
Oh,
Lenny
right.
Tuscadero,
Right.
Josephine Baker.
Yeah, by you, Josephine.
Tony Curtis.
Right.
I can keep thinking.
I know, you're right.
Oh my gosh. And
what a small world. I mean, talking about men's connections.
I know, it
All
happens.
connections.
See, those are the things I'm good at.
Right, obviously.
I know. Wow, that's so cool. So you know Aries and Gemini.
Right.
Very good. And Libra too.
See, no one has my birthday, so I'm special.
Oh, that's not true. You know that. Well, you are special, and people do have your birthday.
No, they don't.
Maybe not here today, but
in other parts of the world, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, that's your birthday.
I have a lost
July.
July 7th.
All right.
7/7.
7/7/87.
Oh,
I'm a Cancer.
There you go. She felt left out. There you go. And you're right next door to Gemini, so
yeah.
There you go.
And my dad's a Gemini. So
there you go. I know 6/6. I don't know 7/7.
Wow.
I tend to forget people's the actual dates of people's birthdays. It always flies by on
Right.
Yeah.
That's why Facebook. I heard on Facebook if you're having a bad day, say it's your birthday, and then see how many people say happy birthday.
Yeah. I've been quite a few.
I've never put my birthday on Facebook, so
okay.
I just couldn't deal with that superficial.
So you have it hidden.
I don't even have it there, but but maybe I'm gonna say it's tomorrow or something to see what happens. See how many people write me.
Birthday wishes.
Trick or treat. I know, because my life is April Fool's anyway. So anyhow, where were you born? Where'd you grow up?
Oh, I grew up out on Long Island, kind of all over the place. I've always been kind of a nomad. Never really spent more than a couple of years in one place, even as a child.
So have any of those places been hit by Hurricane Snooki?
Actually,
Snooki.
I do too. Yeah. She's Snooki to me now, boy.
Yeah, right?
I know.
Hurricane Snooki was not kind.
It makes it better, I think. It makes us at least laugh at it, right?
Yeah, little sense of humor too.
I mean, Jersey got hit, and it had to be her. Exactly.
Right. Of course. Of course.
She got famous when she got hit.
Right.
So this is her hit back. Exactly. The hit is what made her.
Absolutely. No one watched it before that.
No.
I didn't even know what it was.
Snooki got hit.
Like some
Boom.
girl got punched on TV.
Right.
All right.
That's what did it. Exactly. So.
No, like West Islip, Bayshore, Lindenhurst.
Were they hit?
All these places were hit. A house I lived in West Islip, right on the water. The water came into the house.
Oh my gosh.
And,
do you know the people there?
Yeah, it was my relatives.
Okay.
They live there now. And my parents. My parents are actually the only ones who still have electricity, who had electricity.
Right.
They all have electricity. And then I did go out to Far Rockaway in Long Beach the last couple of days.
Good for you.
Crazy. The sand piles in the streets are this high,
See, it's
and there's still kids there.
unbelievable.
And they actually, like we're talking about, you have to laugh to
Right.
get through it. And the kids actually have
Are they playing?
sleds.
Oh.
And they're sledding down the
And they're
sand
gonna have
piles.
snow
They
now.
have snow.
So they're gonna have a ball.
Right?
Yeah.
It's gonna be nonstop.
Oh.
One roller coaster to the next.
Right,
Right.
yeah. Good. Wow, they're gonna have a fun time. But I
Yeah.
hope they have heat. Do they have any? Are they in the shelter?
No, a lot of people are staying where they are, but what's great about it is we talk about community, and
Yes.
you have to know your community and your neighbors and where you are, and multiple houses are being hooked up
How'd
to
you get there?
generators. I have a friend who works for a newspaper, and that was the only way they were letting you over the
Yeah, that's
bridge
what I was
if
curious. Right.
If you had media credentials.
Right.
I'm like, we're going to clean up someone's house, but sure, she's writing an article.
Nice.
She's
Yes.
writing anything.
Okay. But she had the press pass.
That's all that mattered, right?
Right.
To get in and and just.
So did you bring supplies?
Of course.
Yeah.
We had
Cookies?
Yeah, candy.
Yeah.
Candy.
Of course. That's
People
what
don't think about candy.
I do.
A couple days
I
after,
does.
Yeah, I
right?
always think about candy.
A couple days after the storm, I went down to D and 4th, and my friend and I made
D. Got that?
D.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
People don't know about it. It's
of.
crazy.
I know. They don't.
Yeah. And a friend of mine and I, we made 50 sandwiches and
Nice.
peanut butter, jelly, cheese, vegetarian. I'm like,
Right.
we're gonna have something healthy.
Good.
And but the candy, people were taking the
Exactly.
sandwiches, the
Yeah,
water,
thank
and everything.
you.
But the candy,
They
people
go
go
nuts.
crazy.
They go
That's the
nuts.
first thing that goes.
Exactly.
People have a sweet tooth.
Of course.
And then especially when you get depressed.
And
you're
food is
down.
love. I hate to say it,
Absolutely.
but it really is. I mean, what's
Absolutely.
better than food?
No, well,
I
a
mean,
couple things.
but after that.
Yes.
I
You start
know.
thinking it for a minute, right?
Exactly. I know. But that doesn't always happen daily,
Oh, and also baby
Should.
formula. Baby formula, because there's babies in these
Oh,
areas.
right.
I
Yes.
So
know.
we're handing out formula on once again on D.
Yay.
To people. This one woman had a 6-month-old and an 18-month-old. I'm like, need to get out. We need to
yeah.
have kids that close. But we were, Infamil and
Right.
Pampers and stuff. And
Right.
And also Purell. People don't realize this.
Yeah.
If you don't have running water, you can't wash your
Yeah,
hands.
you
and then
need
you're gonna
that
get
stuff.
sick. So we were handing out I bought a whole bunch of little Purell.
What do you do that you can subsidize all these people?
Right now I'm nothing. I mean, I do some things on the side to make money, like
Well, you
with
look
my
like a
hair
creative
and-
person, yeah.
Yeah, you find ways to make
Right.
it work. But that's what I'm saying. I don't have a job right now, and I was able to do all of this.
Right, exactly.
So there's no excuse.
So it's a good gesture to help the community.
Yeah, I feel we were highly inconvenienced on luxuries.
Absolutely.
And
Yes.
we lost work.
Took
And-
everything for granted. We take it back.
Yeah, it was
we forget.
all luxury inconvenience and work inconvenience.
Right.
Things that will come back for people that are creative minded.
Right.
People that really lost stuff,
Absolutely.
even though also it's stuff, the people that lost life and loved ones,
Yes.
that
Right,
you can
that's
never
true also.
replace.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Ever. But everything else is replaceable, and we're just like wounded. But the people that you're talking about, they lost a lot.
Everything. This one woman I'm friends with, her name is Adrienne, and you could basically see the bay from her bathroom and the ocean from her
That
kitchen.
is just wild.
And everything gone except for her artwork that was up on higher level.
See, talk about a higher power, man. I
And
mean,
her pictures, you don't think about it, but your pictures are on the floor.
right.
Right, up high.
Yeah, and it was waist high. You could see the water line, and it was all waist high. And some of the artwork was phenomenal, and
Just think of what
literally,
she's gonna make now.
right, exactly. And you literally have
Well,
this
we
much-
got to get her on the show.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely.
we'd love to
Yeah,
have her.
it's super.
Wow. I mean, well, it's great. Are you gonna go back?
Of course.
That's
of
good.
course.
That's great. I mean, it's just I don't know. I feel like I heard that the city said that they learned a huge lesson here, and the lesson is stop putting generators in basements.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
that was the one lesson that they said was their biggest lesson, because generators are usually in the basement, and that's where they lost so much possibility of restoration as quickly as they thought, because the generators were all flooded.
Right.
So now they know, but it's the classic story, and I keep saying this, it's like, you put your alarm in after you're robbed.
Right.
It's the it's always
right. That's
that.
the same concept.
It's the same thing. It's like it may or may not ever happen again, but you do prepare, and you try to make it so it's not so bad the next time.
Rather be safe than sorry. You just never know.
Exactly. I mean, I was a real. Everyone's laughing at me saying, "Oh, you thought it wasn't gonna happen." And my one daughter keeps saying it's the storm that cried wolf. It's like. They constantly tell us something's going to happen, nothing ever happens, and then I probably would have been one of those people that wouldn't have left my house, and then I'd be floating in the boat saying, please come rescue me.
Well, it's all the fear-mongering in the media.
Exactly,
I mean, this storm, it's, okay, we got a lot of snow, it's bad, but it's not that bad.
When we were kids, we used to get snowstorms all the time.
Yes.
Sandy is not that.
Absolutely not.
This is biblical to me.
Serious.
I mean, I don't
100%.
even mean it in a religious way, but
Listen,
it's like storms that they wrote about and made stories. It's like the big thing that came out of the ocean.
Yeah.
This is like it's one of those. And we never experienced anything like it. But now, we almost have an inkling of what a tsunami goes through, but they lose like thousands and millions.
Oh yes, absolutely.
I mean, I hope that's not coming next, but it's almost humbling us to see. I got a call from LA today saying like, I just can't believe New York has this. Like I know New Orleans could get it or LA could get it, but New York, and it's like.
Sounds so foreign.
Yeah.
You could have not thought,
But I guess, but New York has a big heart, and it almost makes us more like the rest of the. We're always willing to be like anybody else.
Right.
I mean.
And to help. I mean, that's the one thing that
everybody
really
needs help.
touched me is just people who have nothing are going out and giving. Just even if it's like a penny. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just show that. And New Yorkers are phenomenal for that. Just the outpour of generosity. The only thing I will say is the people uptown, north
that weren't
of
affected
40,
at all.
Yeah.
They didn't even know what
I
happened.
actually don't have to say anything, to be honest.
Because they weren't in it. They didn't.
Well, all I know is everyone I know between 38th Street and
wherever
and beyond.
We'll say 100, but really,
Yeah.
just
they didn't
business
even know.
as usual.
I
Even
didn't-
in
I know.
Astoria, in Astoria, it was just like the next day, just people walking around getting bagels and coffee
and we're out
Another
we're
day.
like Little House in the Apartment Prairie. That's what I was telling you.
Yeah.
Exactly. I know. We couldn't believe there was like a real world out there. People say, "Oh, I got electric, got power, I'm fine."
Right.
It's like, are you serious?
Like, yeah, I'm good. I had the green lights and
Right.
No, it was definitely an intense experience. So you were down here?
No. I was in Astoria,
So
and
you
I
had
had friends
power.
that were down here that I came and got out, and but then I had friends who stayed, and
I have a dog and a cat, so
Like
I
myself, I stayed.
I stayed.
I tried to get them out.
I'm finding more and more people left. Like a lot of people did. And I'm happy for them, but like I'm happy I stayed.
Right.
I am. I know. It's
It's
all.
spent a little alone time.
It was cool. It was like cold.
Right.
But I know.
It wasn't an
Bundled
experience.
up. I liked it though. I know. I mean, I have pets, so my pets took priority.
It wasn't so bad, dark.
Right.
No, we had the candles. I was so good at lighting all the candles and all the places.
You feel enchanted.
It was
With
enchanted.
incense and candles and
Yep.
that's your week.
I know. It was. It was like a blip. I know. And Halloween happened to be in that week.
That's
which is
so
the wildest
that's so
thing.
sad. I was
know.
really looking forward for Halloween
Except
this year.
at least it had that weekend before. But I kept thinking of all those Ricky stores. Oh my God!
yes,
You know how
yes.
they take every location they possibly can. That's where I think. I'm thinking like, oh, those Ricky's people are pissed. The
Oh, yeah.
Halloween store, he makes his
yeah.
whole year, but they had that weekend before at least
Mm-hmm.
to clean up because a lot of parties were that weekend before.
Right.
I heard Webster Hall's having their Halloween party this Saturday
That's what I
night.
heard.
Oh,
And
yes.
the Halloween
yeah.
parade
Yeah.
is this Sunday.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh,
It is.
really?
So they are doing it.
Okay.
It's
Wow.
just anticlimactic. Oh, Sunday's 11/11, and I'll be here playing at Frank Wood's birthday party at Otto Shrunken Head, and we go on early, 7. And I know it's like life goes on. I mean, it almost feels like a cartoon. Like
I wonder-
Halloween, that wasn't.
I wonder if all the
Right,
people.
that's what I thought.
Yeah.
I wonder if all the people who bought Halloween costumes didn't go celebrate on the day of Halloween, go back and try to exchange their packages for refunds of money.
You're right.
I wonder.
Well, those stores are closed because
They're
those
probably-
Ricky stores
Yeah.
are only there for the month. Exactly. I know.
Oh,
Well, they can
yeah.
wear them next year.
Right.
I know. I mean, most of my Halloween costumes are usually like shopped right out of my closet. So like,
Yeah.
it's like, you know, I'm sure.
Hot
What were you
glue
gonna be?
and I actually wasn't sure until the day, and then it happened. So I was like, oh, okay, what am I gonna be? And I put together a stupid T-shirt, and I was just went out with funny glasses. It was like I don't have anything. I can't go
Yeah,
pick
it
anything
didn't
up.
feel the
If
same.
it was like a normal Halloween,
Yeah.
I would have made something like crazy a couple days beforehand. There was
Right.
just so much going on.
I know.
You know that I didn't even.
Exactly.
Right.
I know. What about you?
I am myself all the time.
Exactly.
I'm just Halloween is just myself to the extreme. Yeah.
That's cool.
I'm myself every Halloween.
Yeah, exactly.
With the feathers.
I love the
makeup.
feathers.
Yeah.
It's so cute. So, do you have a website or anything? Like, do you?
Me?
Yeah.
No website, nothing yet. I'm on Facebook.
Right.
But who isn't on Facebook?
Well, I was
The
actually,
president's on Facebook.
you know, that whole week of prior to and during that blackout, Facebook had me locked out of my accounts for security reasons. And
Really?
yeah, and it was freaking me out. Like, I mean, I was like fine, but I was locked out, and it kept saying security risk on. And then the day my power came, like one of my names came back, and I was able to get on. And then then I still was locked out of one. And then the day my heat and hot water came, I got onto the other page. It was like,
That's
what?
so weird.
It
right?
was so weird. It's like, I don't
I don't
get
think
it.
someone's trying to hack in someone's account or a virus or something.
I
Or
don't
something.
know, but I'm
Not
back
really
as
sure.
usual. As soon as my heat and hot water came,
Yeah.
it's like Facebook came back. It's
That's
like,
so.
it was the
so
weirdest
backwards.
thing I
Yes.
ever experienced.
Facebook was controlling everything.
I know.
Yes.
And every day we
Facebook.
would go charging somewhere else. I mean, the fire station let us charge one day, and then they said nobody can do it tomorrow, and we're done. We did it, and then the next day we went like to 30. We are 26 in
I
Broadway.
know
has
the rumors.
power.
The rumors going
Yeah.
on. They're crazy.
I know, 26 in Broadway, so it's like that swarm goes
Right.
there, and there were these charging machines set up at the Ace Hotel.
Right. Also, the W Hotel.
The W had Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi,
So like
right.
all
I
these
wish
people
I
were
knew that.
outside on their computers, and then Con Ed let you charge there, but they wouldn't let you work. Like if you opened your computer, they were like, shut your computer, nobody's allowed, no typing, no working, no this thing, no that.
More lenient after.
They'd let
that
you charge,
fiasco.
but they wouldn't let you do anything else.
Right.
Wow.
And then the next day, my building got a generator, so only for the
Oh, so
lobby,
it wasn't that bad.
only for the lobby.
Oh, what?
And they said you could charge.
Okay.
So they just put it on, so there was lights in the lobby, and you could charge your phones.
Mm-hmm.
And they had my phone in an outlet, and I took the longest walk with my dog, and let it
yes.
charge. I come back, and that outlet was dead.
Oh, my God.
I was like, you gotta be kidding!
Oh man.
I know.
Oh.
It was like, dang.
Well, speaking of generators, you know the generators for the marathon.
Oh, that marathon,
Oh
yeah.
my God.
Well, they ended up sending them to Jersey. I
That's
heard. But they
fine.
could've-
That's fine.
Of course, everyone needs them.
Yeah,
Everyone.
that's
must-
fine.
But they could have thrown something at Tompkins.
Staten Island.
Or Staten
they're-
Island. But I mean, Tompkins
Tompkins,
obviously is
they're
fine
not gonna
now.
do.
But you know.
I do know, and
Even
it
down-
would have been nice, but you know, I have no problem with Jersey getting stuff.
Of course.
I mean, Jersey is like our stepbrother.
Right.
You
The
know,
redheaded stepmother.
it is.
Redheaded,
Nobody
yes,
wants.
but-
It
Yeah,
is.
of course
And-
it is.
Yeah. I mean, I don't. I feel bad for Jersey that was hit,
Of course.
but I don't feel bad for Jersey. You choose to live
I
there.
love that.
Yes.
I love what you just said. That's classic. It's one of those things you're like, what? Oh, yes.
Yes, yes.
I mean,
Like, we love Jersey,
Classic.
but it's like we freaking hate it.
Yeah.
I just hate that you have to pay so much money to come back to Manhattan. That's what I
That is
hate
annoying.
about
It's so-
Jersey.
yes,
I
yes.
love buying gas there when you
Right.
can get the gas. I mean, I hope this gas thing ends soon.
Right.
I mean, people can't get freaking gas.
Right.
Yeah, it's a
It's
It's
not.
getting
fight.
crazy to the point that people are like siphoning other cars.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Well, I mean,
no.
It's horrible.
The only
Like,
time
there's
that's
no
okay
desperate-
is if there's no power and the cars got flooded. Like when I was
Right.
going around, like I was saying, Long Beach, even LES over here in D, and you know, these cars got flooded, they're not going to drive.
No,
so
they're
if you have
not.
a generator, just siphon it out. But if you're in an area where the cars are driving in and out, don't touch those cars. They're
Exactly.
like
Yeah.
the only
Way.
Mhm.
Exactly.
You know?
I know.
So,
Yeah, so Snooki, get the fuck out of our lives. No, we
Yeah,
love you.
we've had enough.
Be
Yeah.
a good mother. We love you very much. And we made it through another Ruin Who with this crazy storm, election, Halloween missing, clocks go back. What else?
Oh man, you just summed it up.
yeah,
There you
so-
go.
A lot of mess in 1 week.
And here we are. We're moving forward, and we have a new old president, and we're happy with that.
Yes.
And we're gonna be okay. Everyone that survived, because I was also told, that survivor's guilt is a waste of time.
Absolutely.
Be grateful, be happy. The people, help out like you are, and everything's turning into a benefit. So why don't you
Yes,
just plug your
absolutely.
benefits one more time?
Yes, we're having a Sandy benefit event tomorrow at People's Lounge. It's on Allen Street between Rivington and Stanton. The show starts at 10 p.m. show. It's just to support all the people who had a hard time during the hurricane week. A lot of people had such a horrible time. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And next Tuesday at Bowery Electric, Tu Casa, Ruin Who, we're going to be interviewing people there, playing our fun music, and trying to forget about everything else.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
so
yes,
keep drinking. Otto Shrunken Head. Wait, do you have a skeleton in your closet?
Oh yes, very important.
We need a
have
skeleton
we
for
almost
you.
forgot
Yeah,
about that one.
it is National Almond.
Do I have a skeleton?
Yeah.
What can I say on
You could say anything you
No,
like,
I-
but you don't want it to be something that you're gonna like. say.
regret? Well, I used to be a pyromaniac.
Oh, really?
Go there. You
And
can burn
did
things.
you ever light anything
Burn
like
it down.
really on purpose, like good?
Of course.
Like what?
But we're
What
not
was-
allowed to talk about it.
Ah. we'll talk when the camera's not rolling.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, James, and
Yes,
you'll
thanks,
have
James.
to come back
You
on a
have-
busier
of
day.
course, absolutely.
And Caroline, love you, and
Oh,
Otto
thanks,
Shrunken
darling.
Head, we love you, and we will be back next week. At Wednesday at Otto's, and Friday will be the Brooklyn edition. Yes, we will be back in Brooklyn so quick. So November 14th, 16th, Ruin Who next week, the 13th at Bowery Electric. And let's just see what Mother Nature has for us. Maybe next week we will have those April showers bringing the May flowers. That would be nice. My Christmas cactus is budding.
Oh,
Yeah, I love
wonderful,
when that
wonderful.
happens. So I might have spring in my house very soon. See you next time. Thank you.
And I must be insane whenever you stay in my brain. 'Cause I believe